Hello, my name is Ivana and welcome to Pure Pilates Ibiza. Again, in a different environment today, where I'm gonna share with you a beautiful recipe, how to make millet burgers. So what we're gonna need is, I used 1 onion, I already chopped it up, small pieces. I have about 4 little carrots here, or 1 cup, and 1 cup of millet, previously washed. The way I wash my cereal is I place it in a pot, put water in, move it for a while, throw the water away, and I repeat the process until the water is clean. I invite you to do the same, and you might be surprised how much dirt comes out of the cereal. I'm also gonna need 1 bay leaf and a pinch of salt. So we start with heating up our pot where we're gonna cook the millet. And we're gonna need a little bit of oil, olive oil. So once the pot is warm, oh, this is going crazy. Now it's coming. So once the pot is warm, we put a little bit of oil. And then we add the onion with the bay leaf. A pinch of salt, actually quite generous on the onion. And we just let it evaporate the spiciness, so no lid, and it might take about 12 to 15 minutes. If you feel that it might get, it wants to get burned, the bottom of the pot or the onion, then you can add a little bit of the water at the bottom so it doesn't stick. For now it looks pretty good. Sometimes, depending on the pot, if you don't want to use oil to start with, because maybe you want to lose weight, then you can just start with a tiny bit of water instead of the oil. Here in Ibiza we don't use, well, I don't use tap water. I don't think it's actually recommended to even drink. So I have water from a well from my friend's house that I brought from Santa Gertrudis. And I can see it's getting a little bit brown because I know this pot. So I'm just going to put tiny bits. And we just cook it until the onion is a little bit transparent. Sometimes I feel like a DJ in this kitchen because you go and control the plates. So the onion is transparent. The next step is add on our beautiful carrots, zanahoria in Spanish, or mrkva in Slovakian. So when we add on vegetable, again we add on salt. Un poquito. After we add on the carrot, we put the millet straight away. And everything will cook together. So the measurement for cereal, it's 1 cup of cereal, 2 cups of water, but millet needs 2.5 cups. So we already put about half cup with the carrot, and I'm gonna add on another one. Vale. We put salt in there for the vegetables, but un poquito más for the cereal. Turn it right up. And once it's right up, then we will turn it right down and cook it for about 25 minutes until the millet is cooked and nicely opened. Millet, it's a cereal that on its own it's very boring, the flavor, but it's very healthy. It has so many minerals, and it's actually ideal cereal to have in the summer. It's normally it grows in hot countries, in Africa. So that tells us that the cereal cools us down. If the cereal comes from the cold country, like buckwheat, this cereal warms us. The millet, it's cooked. Once it's cooked, we're gonna add 3 spoons of previously toasted sunflower seeds. You can check my other video on how to clean and toast the seeds. We remove the bay leaf, and we want to really mix the seeds in together, and we need to little bit cool it down, but not too much, because the millet needs to be still warm for modeling the burgers. So we're gonna need, it's a plate, I'm gonna see if this is possible already. I think I'm gonna wait a little bit. It's still a little bit hot. So now that our millet is cooked, it was still very hot in a pot where I cooked it. So I just put it in this big pot to kind of a little bit start to cool down, so I can work with my hands to make it in little burgers. So I'm gonna grab with a spoon. Obviously my hands are cleaned, and as you can see, it kind of stays together. I mixed it well as well with the seeds and a carrot and an onion. And you just create these little, whichever shapes you want. You can even make like a croqueta shapes or round little darlings like this. It's optional to later pass it through a frying pan with a tiny bit of oil, tiny bit of oil so they don't stick. And if you decide to do this on a frying pan, then you will put it on a hot frying pan and you put 1 drop of salsa de soja. I want to say seaweed salsa, but it's not seaweed. It's soya sauce. I use the gluten-free one. So when you do one side on a frying pan, you put 1 drop of soya sauce, then you turn it on the other side, another drop of soya sauce. And wow, they are delicious. And now I'm gonna invite my friend Paco, who is behind the camera, to come and help me mold these burgers, so I don't have to stand here for 2 days.
I do.
You have clean hands?
Mm-hmm. I wash them.
Very good. So it's not hot anymore, you just grab un poquito. So you can take this home. You can share this with Natalia.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
This afternoon. They are delicious little snacks. So squeeze.
And also Kira will love them because for babies it's good to give them always food like this so they can grab it in their hands and eat it slowly.
How old is she now?
Oh, what?
How old is she now?
1 year, so
Kira?
she just made 1 year.
Oh.
So she's starting to, she start to drink alone from a glass of water. Because she's standing up now, and she made the first steps. And she was there like, I always give her drink water with a glass of water. So she used to the glass and not to the biberon. And she never used chucho. So, and last day she was close to the table like it, holding the glass of water like that. And she drank it and she
Oh
put
wow,
it down.
fast learner.
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing how they're so smart, huh?
You don't need to do that much, you just pay attention to explain them the stuff because they understand. They just cannot communicate with you. Or it's you that cannot communicate with them. But you can make yourself understand and they make themselves understand if you are connected with your son or daughter, I mean.
I see, squeezing from the sides.
Mine are not perfect, but
Yeah, I remember when we were doing this in a course when I was learning about this style of cooking. When the first burgers were made by the teachers and they were like all really solid and together. And then, okay, so anybody else wants to try to make this? We were like, okay, it was molding. And when we were turning them later on a frying pan, like making them crispy, God, most of them fell apart. So you really need to like press from all the sides to make it more solid. That looks good. That's a piece of onion. That's a big chunk of onion. Yeah, so onion should be cut really, really tiny little squares. I just noticed that I had a corner, like a big skin of onion. Hot?
yeah.
And you can store these for maximum 3 days. So these are great maybe to do with kids, maybe when Kira is older, she would love to help you doing this.
Yeah, I think so.
And you can use millet as a base for burgers and you can maybe do different fillings. I'm thinking the next time to make it with mushrooms. I was thinking maybe to do these champignons and then a couple of shiitake mushrooms there. Of course, the base is onion. And I thought to either chop it really small, like you see, like tiny little pieces like this, or maybe to make a mushroom, like turn it into pate. I cook it first with the onion, with the herbs, and then triturarlo,
nice.
and then mix it together with this. So it gives it another flavor.
Yeah, totally different.
The seeds give it the crunchiness. And it's also a great combination, the
And can
cereal.
you go above? I mean, can you put one on top of the other?
You can try.
Then they stack again.
I suppose the bottom ones, if they are made proper, like squeezed from all the sides, if they keep their shape, then they should not be affected. I don't know if they will stick together. That's it. Give it a laugh. You could make a love heart. You could make a love heart.
A love heart.
Oh, there's a love heart here.
Oh yeah.
Of the carrot. Oh,
So
that's
nice.
beautiful.
Show it to the camera, maybe they can see it. Amazing.
How nice. Thank you for helping me, Paco.
Oh no, no worry.
I will be here for 2 days, otherwise. And I have a class tomorrow morning, so I can't be here for 2 days. Filming the burgers. Thank you for coming again.
No, no worry. We'll try to make this work, no?
Yes. Paco is a very talented young man. He knows a lot about photography and filming as well.
Yeah. 14th years doing something.
14?
14 years doing.
Wow. And you still like it?
I loved it. I love my job. Yeah, of course.
Nice.
When I was doing stuff I didn't like, which was jewelry, I was making jewels and stuff like that.
Jewelry?
Yeah,
Oh yeah?
goldsmith. Yeah, my work was so small and so tiny all the day, looking at the same point. Sit there with the radio going on. It was like a trance, and I could not see myself passing a life in a place like that small. And I mean, it is fine doing jewelry and whatever you want, but you have
Where was this?
to love it in Reggio Emilia in Italy. So
Wow.
so then I've decided, I've made many faith jump in my life, because I was working for a big company. They made bijouterie. So I was very tired of this job, and I heard about a photographic studio, blah blah blah. So I renounced the job after knowing everything, and I know nothing about photography. I went to the photographic studio and I said to them, okay, I renounced to the job, I'm searching for a new job. I don't know nothing about photography, but maybe I can paint what you need to paint, the fondales, I don't know how to say the
Background?
yeah, the backgrounds you need for the photography and all these stuffs. It was a big studio, and they say yes. So I started, and 4 years later I was the only assistant in the studio, managing clients and doing a lot of stuff, because I've learned it very, very fast, so quick, that the photographer went scared, because it was there where I live, the people get scared and they think that you are always trying to steal them clients and stuff like that, because he was starting to give me clients. So he put in front of me a contract that I won't sign, because he was giving back nothing with his contract. So I crushed it in front of him after 4 years, and I came to Spain because I was knowing already a guy that was working in special effect in movies, so I was feeling myself comfortable that I've learned enough in the studio to can be a photographer outside by myself. So I made another jump of faith, and I got to live to Barcelona. And then after 8 years in Barcelona, I worked with Discovery Channel, Spanish television, and all these companies and stuff like that, doing photography director. And then I knew this Natalia girl. I fall in love. I was get sick of this big production world and stuff like that. So I decided to change. So we go to France to cut the grasp, the wine, le coupage de la vigne.
Sounds good.
So I broke my muscles cutting all the wines because it's the cleaning during the winter of the wines, you know. And then we buy a van with this money and we came to Ibiza. So start again another faith jump.
Wow, how nice! Yes. I love how you call it. The jump of faith.
Yeah, it's totally a jump of faith in you because you totally get out from a comfort zone. It's not running away from something. Is running towards your goals. It's not running away, even if you are not completely sure what they are. But if you have faith in yourself and in what is gonna happen, I think it used to brings you where you need to be. Even if you ends up cleaning dishes, maybe this is where you need to be. I don't know.
Wow, it's a bit like you just follow your heart, really.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Nice.
Keep going on with this.
Yeah, this is done. So
okay,
thank you.
There. See you.
Yes, thank you. This is done, and as I said earlier, you can either give it a little toast on a frying pan, side and side, with a drop of salsa de soja, or you can just have it like this. So this is it. Thank you so much for joining us, and please let me know how your burgers turned out, or if you have any questions about this, or maybe about different dishes that you've seen that we made videos about. Thank you for watching.